Camp Solidarity. Now, I've shown you the map. Because of our government's failure to act, all that is left to us is to stop the trade in arms. Also, community pickets have taken place already at Port Botany in Sydney and at Webb Dock in Melbourne. The most effective place to gather for a picket in Brisbane is at the front gate of Patrick's terminals indicated on that map that I've shown you. We invite people from the Palestinian community to come and speak. We encourage discussions with dock workers, wharfies and tugboat crews. We must demonstrate our solidarity with their struggle and invite them to join ours. Peace is union business. Now, police violence and lawful assembly. Unlike in the southern states where there has been police violence against demonstrators protesting against Israeli ships berthed at the wharves, that is unlikely to happen here in Brisbane. Queensland has the most liberal public assembly laws in the country, and unions must take advantage of that, as do we in the community. The Queensland Peaceful Assembly Act of 1992 provides an exemption to a prohibition of assembly on private property when the place is ordinarily open to or used by the public. The land on Fisherman's Island is controlled by the Port of Brisbane Authority, and they lease it to stevedores like Patrick, DP World and Cube. However, the roads are deemed to be public places because of the definition section of the Peaceful Assembly Act 1992, which states that a public place includes a road, a place open to or used by the public, and a place for the time being used to be open to all used by the public as of right. The Peaceful Assembly Act also provides immunity from prosecution under the police move-on powers. You can see short notes on public assembly in Queensland on Workers' Bush Telegraph to find out the details there. Now, bearing all this in mind, we support a range of actions by members of the public at Camp Solidarity with Palestine. Peaceful and lawful action is what is contemplated. This may include non-violent civil disobedience, blocking the entrance of the Patrick terminal. Zim is an Israeli company that is clearly a target of the boycotts, divestments and sanctions campaign called for by Palestinian civil society. BDS targets Zim because it is Israeli-owned and managed and takes enormous pride in its support for the Zionist state of Israel currently involved in the genocide of Palestinian people. We also are taking action against Zim ships because there is circumstantial evidence that it is involved in weapons trade between Australia and Israel and the United States. If so, Zim is in contempt of the International Court of Justice ruling against aiding and abetting the Israeli genocide in Gaza. The Australian government has refused to stop this evil trade. They've signed over 322 contracts allowing this manufacture and trade to happen. And we must stop it now so that the Palestinian people can be free from the river to the sea. 2 or 3 Zim ships dock at the Port of Brisbane every week or so. We intend to be there to confront them. If you come down in solidarity, please bring food and water because we are going to stay there until the genocide ceases. All who support Palestinian people are welcome. And my sorrow sat next to me, stared at me for a while, then it burst into tears and I remained silent. Gada al-Saman. End the siege of Gaza. Ian Kerr, 4PR Voice of the People and Workers' Bush Telegraph, we call for solidarity pickets at the Port of Brisbane to stop weapons trade from Australia to Israel and to the United States. Please add your names in the comment section on Workers' Bush Telegraph where these notes are recorded if you support Camp Solidarity with Palestine. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you down there at the Port of Brisbane soon.